okay, so this is like kind of awkward because I'm having to like sit in the middle of the two seats to try and film this. I'm in like this rental car still at the moment, but yeah, start of a new week. So it's Monday, second week of the cycle. Managed to make it through the gauntlet of not getting injured in the first week, which is a really good sign. Means that I should be able to progress on to, you know, the next coming weeks, and I shouldn't have any issues, you know, knock on wood. But yeah, got all the work done that I wanted to get done, so I'm just looking forward to really going and just sort of like doing, you know, just kind of executing the training cycle, executing what's planned. So yeah, feeling really good so far. I was able to do like the jumps and stuff as well, which was really good. So yeah, just looking forward to continuing on, you know, where I kind of left off last week. So today we've got some sled sprints, so I'm down at the track again. I'm gonna go get these done. It's currently like 4 p.m, so I've just finished a 9 till 4 work shift, still my work clothes, and I'm about to go and head down to the track. Go and do these sled sprints. I'll need to kind of get my things in order as well. I've got my burner phone. I call it my burner phone, but I've got my little second phone I use for the free lap, and then I do have another phone as well for like other angles. So if you ever see multiple angles of one sprint, it's probably because I used my burner phones to get these angles, get the footage. So yeah, there's the multiple phones, and obviously I've got my phone that I use as my camera to film these. So yeah, that's the thoughts. I think I'm just going to go down and get these sprints done. No time like the present. Done my ISOs. I definitely didn't do those while I was driving because that's illegal, and I would not recommend anyone to do such things. But yeah, that is about it. So I'm going to go and get my session done. Okay, so we started off Monday with the resisted sprints. So as I kind of said there, I just finished a work shift, so I don't feel like I was really in great form, but still quicker than last week, so that's like a really good sign, especially under sort of like harder circumstances. I definitely think I would have been a bit quicker had I just kind of had all my focus on that session, and I feel like the resisted sprints honestly recently have just been feeling a little bit slow, and I'm assuming it's probably just kind of the weather, and once the weather starts to get warmer, my body should become, you know, I guess like better. I should be in better shape essentially. So yeah, moving on to the weight room, RDLs, bumped it up 5 kilos because the 120 reps from last week was super easy. I actually think John made a mistake with the programming looking back at it, because it was 4 sets 6 reps, and I think it was supposed to be 6 sets 4 reps because the week before I'd done a 5x5. So I think that was an accident, but I went up 5 kilos, did 1 more rep, and yeah, it felt really good. I definitely feel like my strength is, you know, at the best it's ever been. And as I sort of mentioned last week, it's now just about transitioning this strength that I've gained over the off season into some sprinting performances, into better sprint performance on the track. So that's why the main focus over the next few weeks is just going to be sort of, you know, hammering home track work, you know, long speed endurance reps, max velocity, acceleration. We're going to try and touch all these bases and hopefully be ready for the season opener in 4 weeks time from the date of the publishing this video. So yeah, as well, back squats, feeling really good. 125 moved fast there. I think that's the fastest 125 has ever moved. Not that I've really got much in the way of 125 kilo squat single data points, but yeah, definitely feeling really good. And as you can kind of see, the weight is moving super easy. And this is at a body weight of around, you know, 64, well, anywhere from like 63 mid to 65 kilos body weight, in that sort of range. So yeah, then moving on to Wednesday, I actually got some really good news on Wednesday, so I will announce it here, but this coming fall I will be heading over to New York to go and study at Syracuse University for a year. So I was selected as a Lockerbie Remembrance Scholar. So essentially there was an air disaster over Lockerbie, and every year now, to commemorate the Syracuse University students and the 11 Lockerbie residents that died in this disaster, there's a scholarship partnership with my old high school and Syracuse University. So yeah, I'm going out there to study, and hopefully I'll be able to go and compete over there as a D1 athlete. It would be kind of like a dream come true to go and compete over there, because I don't know, it's just been something that I've thought about, and obviously I wasn't into athletics when I was like, you know, younger and at school, and it would be something really cool to go over and do. So I'm like looking forward to just going over and just like, yeah, just kind of going and experiencing, you know, the culture over there,
having a team to train with. I really think it's going to be a great opportunity. But I found that out before this Wednesday session, and yeah, I was kind of just like shocked. So I was going into this session like really hyped up and motivated, and yeah, sprints were alright. Managed to run like a 1.02 video confirmed 10-meter fly, which honestly isn't too bad for having like no adrenaline. Like there was no one around that I could get to kind of like film my sprint for me, and yet like no adrenaline to be running that well is quite good, especially for where I'm at in the season. Then after that, in the weight room, had a massive PB with hip snatch. So hip snatched 70 kilos for a triple. My previous best was 63 kilos for a double. So yeah, definitely like way up on my all-time best on hip snatch. Can really see the kind of strength being translated into that power. And as I say, now it's just time to translate that power onto the track and kind of, really see if I can push my performance into that 10.6 range, which I definitely think is doable this season. Then yeah, finished with these little single leg RDLs, balancing out those hammies with 80 kilos, and it looks like super light. Honestly, I feel like I could load up a lot more. But yeah, that's the first part of the week, so I will catch you after for the second part of the week. Right, so that is me just finished my training session for the day, so I did both the sprints and the weights at the same time. So had some 10-meter flies, 50-meter running, so those were interesting. I feel like the 50 meters is probably too much for max velocity, unless I maybe just try and build the acceleration a lot slower over the 50 meters. But yeah, it was definitely not as quick as it probably could have been had it been like a 50-meter acceleration. But it's good to try out these different things and see how it works for me, I guess. So yeah, that's what the session, guys, went up the wrong way, I swear. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked here. I'm watching people on the road, but yeah, so I think the running was probably a little too much to get a really good quality max velocity stimulus for where I'm at currently. Like maybe in the future, that kind of running would be where I would hit my like peak velocity, but yeah, not as good as I maybe would have liked. Got 2 1.01s on the free lap and one flat on the free lap, so I think one flat actually matches sort of where I've got what I've done in the past from a 50-meter run in for the 10-meter fly, so that's a positive at least to take away, especially because this is like second week of the training cycle, so I know that like in the second week of a training cycle I'm never going to be feeling like super fresh, so that's definitely a good sign, because the last time I did that one flat was when I was in a test week, so in a deload week when I would be fresh and in a good form, so that's definitely a good sign, good things to take away. Definitely want to kind of look at my form on the video. I got a little side angle of the 10 meter, and it'll be interesting to sort of see how it looks. And then I also just did the weights as well, so I managed to get my lifts all done, did 200 kilos on, so first of all I did triples, worked up to triples at 70 kilos on the hip snatch, so that was really nice. And then yeah, so after Wednesday I did a little bit of a plantar fasciitis flare up, and then I kind of just sort of trained through it because it felt alright on the Friday morning. Then Saturday again trained through it, and it was like Sunday waking up where it felt not like really bad, but just like to a point where I thought it probably wasn't smart to kind of continue on with the regular plan. So jumped on a call with the coach, and we sorted out training for the next sort of like 2 weeks, essentially just saying we kind of like lay off a little bit and then try and ramp back up slightly. So I think I need to sort of just adjust my approach a little bit with training, but I've still managed to get some good quality work in the past 2 weeks dealing with this, so you'll see next week sort of reduced volume training. Like I've still sort of followed the rough structure of what we had planned originally, but just adjusted it slightly to take out a little bit more of the sort of elastic stuff other than obviously the sprints, and yeah, just kind of focus on getting good quality work in still. So the plan moving forward is going to be something similar to that. But yeah, just thought I'd sort of update you with that. So on this day, managed to get a nice little 5 centimeter lifetime personal best on standing triple broad jump. So yeah, very, very happy with that. 9:34. Week after, I managed to PB again with that. I won't spoil it, but it was another nice, sizable lifetime best. Still want to chase 10 meters on that. I think that's doable at some point, but I would just need to maybe put it on ice for a few weeks, because the plan is to not do that going forward. But yeah, I think definitely at some point I'll be able to get 10 meters on a standing triple broad jump. I feel like there's a lot to come with like improving my form. But yeah, so then on the Saturday was up to the Emirates Arena, so I actually had to get up super early on this day to drive up to go and train at the Emirates because I had work after this. So this session was like, all these sprints were like before 10 PM other than the fight, or 10 AM, sorry, other than the final sprint, which was done at like 10:15 or something like that. So yeah, just had to get the sprints done because, as I say, I was working at, it wasn't 11:30, it was like 12 o'clock. So yeah, just had to go and do that. But yeah, it was a decent session. I can't complain. I think one thing that I need to really sort of focus on now is just like running and not thinking about technique too much and just kind of letting it iron itself out, because I feel like over the past a few months I've been probably focusing too much on technique, and I think there comes a time where you just need to, you know, just run and not really think about anything else. And I think I'm at that point of the season where that's what I need to do to really kind of get this, you know, extra, you know, edge, get this extra gear that I feel like I've been missing. So yeah, that's like my current thoughts on training. I feel like there's a lot of times where I've sort of over-analysed my training essentially, and I think I'm at a point where I just need to stop analysing and just kind of go and run. That's all I need to do, I think, now. So that's the plan kind of going forward. So I hope you enjoyed the video, hope you enjoyed this little side angle. Sprints on this second speed endurance workout of the sort of, you know, mini off season between indoors and outdoors have been really good. So yeah, looking forward to opening my season up in about a month's time, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video.